Ever wondered how a deluge could engulf the entire earth as described in the story of Noah's Ark? Some skeptics may dismiss it as a mere allegory, while others consider it a literal account of historical events. But let's put aside our preconceptions for a moment and delve into the intriguing world of science. Evidence from various geological and archaeological findings suggests the possibility of a massive ancient flood. Take, for instance, the Black Sea deluge hypothesis. Around 7,500 years ago, rising sea levels in the Mediterranean caused water to surge through the Bosporus Strait, flooding the Black Sea basin. Some scientists propose this event could be the basis for the Great Flood mentioned in multiple ancient civilizations' myths, including the biblical account. Then there's the story of an ancient Mesopotamian city called Ur, where Sir Leonard Woolley, a British archaeologist, discovered a thick layer of waterborne sediment during his excavations in the 1920s. This sediment layer, dating back to around 4,000 years ago, suggested a large-scale flooding event. Could this be a supporting evidence for the Great Flood? And let's not forget about the numerous flood myths that span across different cultures, from the Sumerians' Epic of Gilgamesh to the Hindu tale of Manu. These narratives, although varied in details, share a common theme of a catastrophic deluge that wiped out most of humanity, saved only by a chosen individual and a vessel full of animals. While the story of Noah's Ark remains a tale of faith, it's intriguing to see how science can offer possible explanations for these biblical events. The intertwining of faith and reason, of myth and fact, continues to offer a captivating exploration into our collective past. And as we journey further into the mysteries of the Bible, we may find more intersections where science illuminates the stories that have shaped our civilizations. The Star of Bethlehem, a celestial phenomenon, or a symbol of divine intervention. This central element of the nativity story has sparked curiosity and debate among theologians, historians, and astronomers alike. The Star of Bethlehem is said to have guided the wise men, or magi, to the birthplace of Jesus. But what was this star really? There are several astronomical theories that have been proposed to explain this mysterious event. One theory suggests that the Star of Bethlehem was a conjunction, a close approach of two or more planets in the night sky. Particularly, the conjunction of Jupiter and Saturn, which occurred around the time of Jesus' birth. This celestial event could have produced a bright point of light in the sky, appearing as a single radiant star. Another theory posits that the star was a nova or supernova, a sudden brightening of a star as it explodes. Historical records from the Far East indicate that a new star appeared and remained visible for several months around this time, which aligns with the biblical account. Yet another theory is that the Star of Bethlehem was a comet. Comets have long been considered omens or signs, and a particularly bright one could have been interpreted as a signal of a significant birth. The final theory we will discuss today is that the Star of Bethlehem was not a literal star at all. Some scholars propose that it was a divine or miraculous sign given by God to announce the birth of Jesus. This interpretation leans more towards the theological side, emphasizing the miraculous nature of the event. These theories offer diverse explanations, each with its own set of supporting evidence and counter-arguments. It's captivating to think about how science and faith can intertwine in our quest to understand the mysteries of the past. Whether a literal star or a divine sign, the Star of Bethlehem continues to inspire wonder and curiosity. Its story, whichever interpretation you lean towards, underscores the enduring allure of the mysteries nestled within the intersection of faith, history, and science. Could a mighty wind have parted the Red Sea, making way for Moses and his people? This question prompts us to delve into an extraordinary story from the Book of Exodus. This tale, while steeped in faith, also presents a fascinating exploration of natural phenomena. In the biblical narrative, Moses parts the Red Sea, enabling the Israelites to escape the pursuing Egyptian army. The waters then close upon the Egyptians, ensuring the Israelites' freedom. This miraculous event, as described in the Bible, has intrigued scientists, theologians, and curious minds alike for centuries. One possible explanation for this miraculous event resides in the realm of tidal variations. The Red Sea, like any other body of water, experiences tidal ebbs and flows. These tidal variations, coupled with a unique geographical configuration, could potentially create a temporary land bridge, thus allowing for safe passage. Next, let's consider the role of wind. Wind set down, a phenomenon where high-speed winds can lower water levels in shallow areas, could have played a role in the parting of the Red Sea. Picture a powerful, sustained wind steadily pushing against the Red Sea's waters. This force could conceivably create a temporary passage much like the one described in the Exodus story. Lastly, we delve into the geological features of the area. The Gulf of Suez, a northern extension of the Red Sea, is a shallow water body with a depth averaging about 30 meters. It's conceivable that a combination of wind set-down and the region's geological features could have temporarily exposed a land path. In conclusion, while the parting of the Red Sea as described in the Bible is seen as a divine intervention, it's intriguing to explore the natural phenomena that could potentially explain such an event. The story of Exodus, while rooted in faith, invites us to explore the marvels of nature that could make such an event possible. Did ancient societies possess medical knowledge that could account for the miraculous healings in the Bible? This intriguing question leads us into the world of healing and medicine as depicted in the biblical era. The Bible is replete with accounts of miraculous healings. The blind receiving sight, the lame walking, lepers cleansed. Yet beneath these miraculous narratives, we find traces of ancient societies' understanding of health and disease. Indeed, the Bible serves as a historical document chronicling the development of medical practices in these societies. Let's delve into the book of Exodus, where we encounter the first instance of health laws among the Israelites. Here, we find guidelines for hygiene, diet, and quarantine, showing an awareness of public health concepts. These laws in many ways are surprisingly similar to modern principles of disease prevention and control. Further, the Bible mentions specific remedies used in ancient times. For instance, the book of Isaiah refers to a poultice of figs used to treat Hezekiah's boil, suggesting a rudimentary understanding of medicinal plants. Similarly, wine is often mentioned for its medicinal properties, reflecting the knowledge of natural remedies. What about the miracles, you may ask? Well, the miracles in the Bible often serve a dual purpose. They attest to divine power, yes, but they also reflect the health issues prevalent in that era. Consider the healing of blind Bartimaeus by Jesus, as recorded in the book of Mark. While we marvel at the miraculous aspect, it simultaneously sheds light on the commonality of blindness in ancient times, possibly due to untreated infections or lack of nutritional elements like vitamin A. As we explore these instances, we see a fascinating intersection of faith and medicine in the Bible. Ancient societies may not have had our modern medical technology, but they possessed a significant understanding of health and disease, reflected in their practices and the biblical narratives. The intersection of faith and medicine in the Bible offers a fascinating glimpse into the understanding of health and disease in ancient times. Indeed, the Bible serves not only as a spiritual guide, but also as a window into the scientific knowledge of antiquity. What scientific truths lie hidden in the wisdom of Solomon and the book of Proverbs? Let's delve into this fascinating question. Solomon's wisdom, as chronicled in the book of Proverbs, provides a wealth of insights into natural philosophy, the precursor to modern science. The Proverbs often speak of the natural world in ways that reflect a keen observation of nature and a deep understanding of its patterns. For example, consider the metaphor of the ant's industriousness, a nod to the biological principle of social cooperation, or the references to the cycle of seasons, indicative of early comprehension of Earth's climatic rhythms. The wisdom literature of the Bible, while not scientific in the modern sense, exhibits a curiosity and respect for the natural world that aligns with the spirit of scientific inquiry. Ancient wisdom, as seen in the Bible, often converges with modern scientific knowledge, bridging the gap between faith and reason. Scene script. Can the biblical creation stories coexist with the theory of evolution? Let's delve into this intriguing question. The concept of theistic evolution suggests that religious beliefs and scientific understanding can harmoniously coexist. This perspective posits that God is the source of life, and evolution is the process through which life diversified. It embraces the scientific evidence for evolution, while maintaining that the process is part of God's creative design. Theistic evolution allows for the possibility that the Genesis account of creation is not a scientific textbook, but a theological narrative, meant to convey profound truths about God, humanity, and the world. It speaks to our purpose and place within the cosmos, not the specific mechanics of how life developed. In this perspective, Faith and science are two sides of the same coin, each offering its own insights into the mystery of our origins. The reconciliation of faith and science in understanding our origins continues to be a captivating area of exploration.